I'm going to my acupuncturist. Now, he's actually on a village green, like in my neighboring village. It's an unconventional place to have acupuncture for sure. I don't know how he feels about it being taped either. We'll see. Okay, this is my acupuncturist. Rob, do you hate being taped?
No, it's fine.
Okay, good, good.
Sunday was hot yoga, so...
This is an ancient technique called gua cha, which basically separates the fibers in the muscle before preparing it for needles. Right? Pretty much? Is that wrong?
That's part of it, yeah.
Okay.
That's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
There's more to it than that. So, in addition, you're squeezing blood through the vessels, and where the blood isn't flowing through the muscle efficiently, you'll get a build-up of hydrostatic back pressure through the venous system, and that comes back into the capillaries.
I'm laying down horizontal here, but the upshot of Rob's remarks or explanation of gua cha is basically that it makes the capillaries bleed under the skin. Yes? Basically.
That makes it sound like you're damaging the capillaries, which are not.
Okay.
The pressure causes, technically the correct term is that it causes the blood to extravasate from the capillaries.
Okay, that's not bad for me. That's the upshot.
So it's come up pretty
This is the price of having all this therapy administered. You look like you have leprosy for a couple days. I'm usually way too scared to even look, but today I'm actually I'm gonna try to tape Rob, who's a veritable magician. We were just talking about music. Magician when it comes to finding what are those points called?
Trigger points.
Trigger points. I don't associate that with a gunshot, but I mean it's its own kind of, how'd you say? It's its own kind of shock. Mild. Okay, I'm laughing nervously because Rob is applying electrical current. Usually I'm extremely calm. It's usually because I'm not trying to film him putting needles in my arm and then applying microelectric current. Okay, now Rob is about to get to know me better because I've been filming this. And first, it's amazing to find somebody who is really expert and it just excels at acupuncture in the neighboring village. That's crazy. And he administers treatment actually in the ground floor of this beautiful house on the village green. And it's very interesting because I have had acupuncture for years, but very old-fashioned traditional Chinese style in Hong Kong, and didn't have electrical current added to the needles, but it's actually extremely powerfully therapeutic and has healed my tennis elbow at record speed. Finally, what I also like about Rob is he talks to me about acupuncture in a very scientific, secular way, although he is very knowledgeable about the history and the beliefs surrounding its practice. Okay, do you see my arm jumping? That's not me making a voluntary movement. That's because of now what's happening there, Rob?
Okay, so we're stimulating the motor point of the extensor carpi radialis, which is a muscle that pulls the wrist backwards. And the motor point is where the nerve that controls the movement of the muscle enters the muscle. So when by needling it precisely in that point and stimulating it, will activate the muscle and reset its neurological function.
Don't mind that extremely impressive description of what is happening to my muscle, but the main point is that when electricity is applied to the needles, it causes the muscle to contract like that involuntarily. And for those of you who are trying acupuncture for the first time, it's quite a disturbing sensation. But I think you got to keep in mind that it's weird, and it's not something you ordinarily experience any other time or place in your life. I wasn't paying attention. There is a forest of needles on my arm. Okay, Rob, how many needles are in there? How many?
10.
Oh my gosh, there are 10. I didn't even know he put those in. Like I said, the man is a magician. So I was saying, I had no idea there were 10 needles in my arm. And then I saw Rob brandishing a pair of what are those, the clips which carry the current, and he's going to attach them to the needles. I'm scared now. When I first met Rob, I asked him about his insurance. He assured me that I'm going to be fine. Okay, you all know that I love performance art. Now look at this. Think of it, look at this. This could be some kind of John Cage, Philip Glass, Steve Reich kind of performance on my arm right here. Rob just made me laugh because I said, oh God, it's time for bloodletting now. And he just said, he just got a new book on bloodletting. This is the next phase. Now Rob is lighting my elbow on fire.
Yeah, you're going to have to participate.
Are we using mugwort
though? Hot when it feels hot. As soon as
okay,
it feels
okay,
hot.
okay. I'm going to see. Okay. Will it feel hot within 15 seconds of an Instagram story, though? This is a traditional therapy called moxibustion where Rob is burning mugwort. And what does it do? It's a heat therapy. You explained it to me.
Exactly.
By the way, Rob does not go for superstitious mumbo-jumbo. Even though mugwort has traditionally been used, this therapy can be reproduced without mugwort. Okay, now he's... Ow! I want to show you also the unconventional domestic environs of this clinic. It's much more relaxing. And it is, however, unorthodox. There's no doubt about it. Oh, look, like I have bedhead here. That was great. Rob, this is like a hurt so good feeling. Rob really beat me up today. Like, we got the kitchen sink of what he calls applying controlled stresses to my injury.